Order for your communication minister, Sam George, or the good news, Cassia Pan about Ghana, I see. And Chabiana Ghana forecast on data, sort of for Sam George, the good news about what data, so I'm Ghana Funina, Yahu Eba Betoyen. Order for way breaking news, Cassia Medina in Abro, our Ghanatube, for my call. Nayan Quatis breaking news, and I say good news way from Sam George, Embra Sisia.
At this juncture, I am pleased to announce that my engagement with the CEOs have resulted in the following specific measures which are to take effect from Tuesday, 1st of July, 2025. Airtel Tigo Ghana, AT Ghana. A 10% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Additionally, the 400 Ghana CD bundle, which currently offers 195 gigabytes of data, will now offer 236 gigabytes of data. Ghana Telecommunications Company Limited, Telecel. Also a 10% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Their 400 Ghana CD bundle, which currently offers 90 gigabytes, will offer 250 gigabytes from 1st of July. Scancom Ghana Limited, MTN. A 15% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. And I'm pleased to announce the restoration of the 399 Ghana CD bundle, which currently has been changed to the 350 CD bundle that offers 92.88 gig, will henceforth be reinstated to 214 gig for 399 Ghana cedis. I am aware
Order for OCE Ghana Atadri Yatidene Sam George Watiti data neso data semina Ghana Funina soon and Sam George Banabe Mayo Sam George Banabe Mayo Sam George or the good news about see our data no watete so the wo fomu no the bia kan see no say 10 cities na obenya ever say 10 cities date ukuta 10 cities and obenya data 1 gig as see increasing no ako 2 gig say see Sam George or the good news about see our data no increasing no by 10% or the 4 when a good news as Sam George was sanediama the good people of the Republic of Ghana atadwe Ghana fu nyina yatin den ne a meso medini nyina bra e wo Ghanatube for my enko na yenko tua sa good news we so emergency.
These increases are going to come at considerable cost to the network operators. However, I am glad that our engagements and the consultations are bearing fruit for the Ghanaian people. To the CEOs, you have my gratitude. We have pledged our continued fidelity to the people of Ghana, who are the customers of the telcos. The implementation date of 1st of July is to allow the networks to recalibrate and reconfigure their systems to reflect the agreed upon value increases. The regulator, NCA, is directed to ensure they monitor strict implementations of this directive from 1st of July. Where failure applies, sanctions should be applied. The changes on MTN are steeper than the two other operators, but this is as a result of MTN's SMP status. The ministry is committed to continue to working with the regulator and MTN to constantly review their SMP status and make the necessary adjustments once we achieve the market realignments that we seek with these measures. It has also come to my notice that there is a public call regarding the arbitrary charge or change in data prices by the operators. Let me state for the record that the facts do not support that claim. The NCA has a billing verification system to access the billing integrities of mobile data services. The NCA reports that in the last billing integrity test conducted on mobile data bundles for MTN, Telecel and AT in Q3 of 2024, it found that 1. All data bundles purchased during the test period were correctly credited and remained intact throughout their validity with no unexpected data losses. 2, non-expiry data bundles did not expire. And 3, all unused data bundles were rolled over after resubscription. These are the facts from the NCA. The NCA is hereby directed to conduct a billing integrity test for data services and to provide quarterly reports to the ministry starting from Q3. The NCA must check data billing for scenarios involving popular apps and websites, and if operators are found to be billing inaccurately, appropriate sanctions should be applied.
Order for Sam George no ababonti no say MTN no telecell chese Airtel Tigo mo amu chese mo amu di saa data ni nyina ye adwuma ni nyina no chese telcos phone ni nyina MTN no telecell Airtel Tigo mo nyina no saa nhyewe ya John Dramani Mahama true Sam George omode ba no obi biara obe make sure say on fa saa nyamanyama we fa nyi adwuma bia na ye say ye betwe aso Sam George say obetwe aso enti no data charges na disi ya na yatete so na disi ye increasing na amagana fo nyina enya akomato yem ahotoso no ye say mu nyina mo fa nyi adwuma nya sa obi biara wan fa nyi adwuma no any person bia wan fa nyi adwuma no bia no wono ye betwe aso dendenden we ye Sam George denu mu nsem ma meso meje ni nyina brew e Ghanatube for man ko na ye nkoto ansem so mbratisia.
In conclusion, I am confident we will see further drops in the actual prices of the data offerings when the Finance Ministry takes action on the tax handles in the sector. I am continuing my engagements with the Honorable Finance Minister to get his approval for the rationalization of some components in the tax buildup in the sector. If we are able to have a proper rationalization of the taxes, we should see a drop in the almost 39% tax buildup in the price of data in the country. If that drops, we would insist that the telcos pass that on to their customers. Another area I am vigorously pursuing is with the Minister of Energy and Green Transitions and the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission. If we are granted a telecom tariff for the sector, it will lead to further price drops for offerings currently available, because until they give us a telecom tariff as the mining sector has, the cost of delivering the service will continue to be inhibitive. I remain committed to delivering on the mandate of the ministry as entrusted into my care by His Excellency the President. I will continue to engage robustly with stakeholders in the sector to protect their investments in Ghana and make Ghana a friendly destination for investments. But I encourage them to invest more. Ultimately, my heart is with the people of Ghana. I will serve you with heart, with sweat, and with blood, and we will fix the mess that I have inherited in this ministry. So help me God. Thank you for your attention, and God bless our homeland Ghana.
Order for OCA atadwe Ghana yate denne Sam George no this good news we e dia ba obai na Ghana fo nyina atwene sene abasa say data charges no make sure say obe make sure just make sure say obetete so ma Ghana fo na te so bia ho atono na Sam George ba obe pass some comment bia na Ghana fo nyina atwene sene abasa do fo in there atadwe Ghana fo yate denne Sam George the good news aba just obia bun nsem ma Sam George so wa yade pan o say wo amfa sansem we nyina anye adwuma emra we amfa anye adwuma se we MTN no se we telecell no se we Airtel Tigo wo amfa anye adwuma de Sam George see ye betwe aso and every quarterly bian obi amfa report mbre no we na ye say Sam George Jata George Sam Jata George and nchi share o ka say about the good people of the Republic of Ghana no and na odi aye adwuma me so beji ni nyina brew wo Ghanatube for man ko na ye sanso tua nsem no so emra sia.
And so I will field questions from the media. If there are any questions that anyone has on the announcements that have been made, I'll be willing and glad to take those questions. I'll take them in batches of 3. Yes, sir. Afternoon.
I want more clarity on the prices for the data packages for telecell. I don't know whether I heard you correctly, but you said the 400 CDs one is presently at 90 gig.
190. It's currently at 190 gig, and now they will offer 250 gig for the same price.
Will it not come at a cost to them?
Well, that's why I have not done this unilaterally. And that's why for those who have always said, just announce. I'm glad today you have all the three CEOs here. And we will not have an instance where you will see people either go to court to challenge the directive or go to the electronic tribunal. But we have worked together to get to this point. And that's the value of consultation. They say the patient dog, it's the fattest bone. And once again, I extend my gratitude to the CEOs for the work they have done over the last 4 months with me to get to this place. It's not the end of the journey. There's still a lot more we will do together for the Ghanaian people to make their businesses profitable, but to make data accessible and affordable for the Ghanaian people. So yes, it will come at cost to them, but they also know that they have a responsibility to the Ghanaian people.
Yes, follow up.
Order for Sam George say when ye just say good news we are, but the only good news are Ghana for you or see there are more to come. Good news be brenasha de kemu ebeba enti ni Ghana for yen tapiku ni yen hwe ono Sam George na memu sa 4 years no or the more good news be bring concerning data charges na bia obesan so tete so more and so the more data packages ebe bring ya e say na bia bibia be affordable ama Ghana for accessible and affordable ama Ghana for na mene wo nyina ye ho atoyoro for we na good news a Sam George wasan e dey ama the good people of the Republic of Ghana me so begin nyina bro e wo Ghanatube for my nko na yensan ko tu ansem no so embra sia.
This one is a good idea, but there's a problem of poor network. Poor network, you can have 1,000 gig, but if you don't have good network, you cannot use it. Telescope, for example, which I believe government has shares with them. Their network is like black. Very good. I entered this building, I tried access to the internet, and I was shocked. In the building of the communication ministry, and then there's no good network.
Well, that's why I just addressed in my address. I spoke specifically to the telecell intervention that we're making. Apart from the fact that we've offered both telecell and maybe because I use their official names, Ghana Telecommunication and Scancom. Scancom is MTN. Ghana Telecommunication is telecell. We've offered them spectrum. Now, just so that we appreciate what it is. The ability to give you quality of service, the ability for you to be able to stream your data or your videos without them buffering depends on the amount of bandwidth and spectrum and the amount of bandwidth, and that also depends on the amount of spectrum that the telecom companies have. I know that both companies, including even AT, have been asking for spectrum for the last 4 years. They've not gotten it. But that's why I said it comes back to diagnosing what the problems are and fixing them. And that's why we're offering spectrum to MTN, we're offering spectrum to Telecell, and both companies, as a sign of their commitment to improving quality of service, have agreed to buy the spectrum that we're offering to them. Spectrum is also not very cheap. I must be honest about that. It's pretty expensive, but they're paying for the spectrum. Once we complete the deal by the first week of July, that will give them additional spectrum and bandwidth that they can then use to improve the quality of the network. Again, it is not a switch that gets turned on immediately they get the spectrum. They need to do investments in their network. They need to bring in new transmitters. They need to bring in new switches. They need to do configuration, and that's why we've given them a quarter, 3 months. So if you listened again in my speech, I spoke about the fact that we're giving them spectrum by end of July. First week of July, we expect that to be done, but we expect them to complete it by the deployment of that spectrum by end of Q3, which is September, July to September. And I've asked the regulator to immediately begin testing for the improvement in the quality of service in Q4, which is October to December. So yes, we will see. But again, in the specific case of Telecell, I again in my speech stated that I had given them approval, I had given the regulator approval this week for them to grant them a connecting entity license so that they can begin to offer improved services using the 2100 megahertz spectrum band that's held by NGIC. That again is policy direction we've given to allow them be able to get access immediately to some spectrum that can improve their quality of service. But let me not mince words. 2 weeks ago, I had a meeting in this room with the CEOs and showed the quality of the network and the status of the infrastructure. By end of Q4, the NCA will bring us the quality of service report. We would again show it to the country, and if there are failings anywhere, we would apply sanctions. I hope we don't get there. Next question. Yes. Kindly identify yourself. You can speak, but kindly identify yourself so the room knows who is speaking.
Thank you very much. My name is Samino. I'm wondering why.
Odofo Sam George Denia Bre or say Obi Biara say MTN no say Telecel no say Airtel to go 115 sa imra we new rules and regulations here say na be ya Ghana fo nyina ho betom no 115 nyi djuma no ye be twenwa so we na ye nsema Sam George odi aba breaking news abeto ho no mo achale o say ye data charges ni atiti to say who by 1st July e be take effect by 1st July of when a good news abeto dwa me so me gini nyina bro right from the communication ministry Sam George Nakachi and I'm to be gini nyina bro Ghanatube other for aha and I'm be nsem nyina be see e wo Ghanatube makra mu nyina medamu nyina